Chris Williamson, a former club promoter and reality TV star, shares his journey from being a socially awkward college student to becoming a successful club promoter and eventually appearing on reality TV shows like Love Island and Take Me Out. He discusses his struggles with socialization and the desire to be popular, which led him to pursue a career in club promotion. He also talks about his experience on reality TV and the impact it had on his life. Williamson discusses his struggles with socialization and the desire to be popular during his college years. He explains how he got into club promotion and the various stages of his career, from starting as a street promoter to eventually running his own events company. He also talks about the challenges and rewards of working in the nightlife industry, including the financial aspects and the lifestyle it afforded him. Williamson shares his experience transitioning from club promotion to reality TV. He explains how he got involved in shows like Love Island and Take Me Out and the impact it had on his life. He discusses the selection process for reality TV shows and the behind-the-scenes aspects of filming, including the limitations on alcohol consumption and the manipulation of storylines by producers. Williamson provides insight into what life is like on reality TV, including the impact of constant surveillance and the lack of access to time and information. He discusses the challenges of being in a controlled environment and the pressure to perform for the cameras. He also talks about the impact of alcohol and smoking on the behavior of contestants and the dynamics of interpersonal relationships in a reality TV setting. Williamson reflects on his experience on reality TV and the impact it had on his life. He discusses the challenges of readjusting to real life after being in a controlled environment for an extended period. He also shares his thoughts on the authenticity of reality TV and the blurred lines between reality and performance in a highly controlled environment. He talks about the challenges of being in the spotlight and the unexpected consequences of gaining a large following on social media. He also discusses his decision to embark on a journey of sobriety and the positive impact it had on his life and personal growth. Williamson delves into the negative effects of social media and technology on society. He discusses the addictive nature of social media platforms and the detrimental impact they can have on mental health. He also highlights the role of algorithms in keeping users engaged and the potential dangers of excessive screen time. Williamson addresses the issue of the mating crisis and the impact of loneliness on individuals. He emphasizes the importance of relationships and human connection for overall well-being and longevity. He discusses the challenges of forming meaningful connections in a society that is increasingly focused on instant gratification and convenience. Williamson explores the topic of casual sex and its role in personal growth. He challenges the notion that casual sex is solely about instant gratification and highlights the potential for meaningful connections and personal development through intimate relationships. He emphasizes the importance of understanding the long-term impact of one's actions and decisions. Williamson discusses the concept of resilience and the importance of having strong beliefs that are loosely held. He emphasizes the value of being open-minded and adaptable, while also maintaining conviction in one's core values and principles. He encourages listeners to practice self-awareness and critical thinking in their approach to life and personal growth. Williamson shares several impactful quotes that have influenced his thinking. One quote that resonated with him is from the book Why Buddhism is True by Robert Wright, which states, "Ultimately, happiness comes down to the decision of choosing to become aware of our mental afflictions or choosing to be ruled by them." This quote highlights the importance of self-awareness and the choice to confront one's mental challenges. Another quote that has impacted Williamson is, "This is what hard feels like," which serves as a reminder to embrace challenges and persevere through difficult situations. He also mentions the importance of being precise in speech and paying attention, as emphasized by Jordan Peterson and Alain de Botton, respectively. Williamson reflects on his conversation with David Goggins, a renowned figure known for his extreme physical and mental challenges. He describes Goggins as a highly disciplined and authentic individual, emphasizing the importance of self-belief and the ability to overcome hardships. Williamson highlights Goggins' willingness to be vulnerable and open about personal experiences, which adds to his credibility and authenticity. As a former club promoter, Williamson developed the skill of reading people by observing incongruities between their words and actions. He emphasizes the importance of paying attention to body language and scrutinizing the consistency of someone's statements. Williamson also discusses the challenge of dealing with anecdotal experiences, where individuals may present personal anecdotes as evidence to support their claims. He suggests asking questions to uncover potential biases and limitations in their experiences. Williamson acknowledges the importance of challenging one's beliefs and being open to admitting when one is wrong. He shares personal experiences of admitting to being wrong about certain statistics and research findings, highlighting the need for humility and continuous learning. He also discusses the potential risks and impacts of hormonal birth control, citing research that suggests its influence on women's psychological and behavioral patterns. Williamson encourages individuals to question the effects of birth control and consider its potential impact on relationships and decision-making. Williamson discusses the impact of birth control on mate selection, highlighting the findings of a study that suggests women who met their partners while on birth control and are now off it have the same level of sex drive, but lower levels of attraction to their partners. This indicates that birth control may influence mate selection in suboptimal ways, leading to potential challenges in relationships. He emphasizes the importance of choosing a partner carefully, considering factors such as psychological stability and growth mindset. The conversation shifts to the topic of epigenetics, with Williamson expressing a shift in his perspective on the subject. He acknowledges the influence of epigenetics on behavior and development, citing examples of how a woman's lifestyle during pregnancy can impact the genetic predisposition of her offspring. He emphasizes the intergenerational impact of epigenetic factors, highlighting the complex relationship between behavior and genetic inheritance. Williamson delves into the influence of genetics on various traits, such as eye color, height, weight, and intelligence. He discusses the percentage of genetic influence on these traits, emphasizing the role of genetics in shaping individual characteristics. He also explores the concept of agency and the challenge of reconciling genetic determinism with the desire for personal empowerment. The podcast delves into the dynamics of attractiveness and dating, with Williamson offering advice for individuals seeking to increase their attractiveness. He suggests going to the gym, spending time around places where women value unique talents, and cultivating receptiveness. He also addresses the challenges of making the first move in a post-Me Too era, highlighting the need for clear communication and mutual respect in dating interactions. Williamson provides insights and advice for both men and women. He emphasizes the importance of psychological stability, growth mindset, and competence in building successful relationships. He also encourages women to cultivate receptiveness and treat every person with respect, while advising men to approach dating interactions with confidence and respect for boundaries. Williamson shares his perspective on the normalization of therapy and its potential drawbacks. He expresses concern about the trend of using therapy as a get-out-of-jail-free card for bad behavior and the belief that everything a therapist says is gospel truth. He emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility and the need for individuals to do the work beyond just attending therapy sessions. The guest also highlights the misconception that going to therapy equates to being a good person, pointing out that therapy is not a one-size-fits-all solution. The conversation delves into the impact of social media on social awareness and interpersonal dynamics. Williamson discusses how spending excessive time on social media, video games, and other digital platforms can affect social skills and awareness. He suggests that individuals may become less adept socially and more clumsy in their interactions due to the influence of digital media. The discussion also touches on the delicate nature of flirting, making new friends, and navigating social interactions in the modern age. Williamson shares insights into the changing dynamics of dating, particularly in relation to psychological stability and core values. He emphasizes the importance of value alignment and psychological stability in relationships, highlighting the need for individuals to be introspective and self-regulate. The conversation also addresses the challenges faced by men and women in the dating landscape, including the impact of political ideology and societal expectations on relationship dynamics. The conversation delves into the challenges faced by men in modern society, particularly in relation to masculinity and societal expectations. Williamson discusses the erosion of masculinity and the societal shift towards devaluing traditional male roles. He highlights the impact of the patriarchy and societal norms on men, expressing concern about the lack of recognition for the struggles faced by men. The conversation also touches on the evolving perceptions of fatherhood and the importance of acknowledging the role of men in society. Williamson shares his perspective on motherhood and emotional vulnerability, emphasizing the underappreciation of motherhood in society. He discusses the societal pressure on women to balance career aspirations with motherhood, highlighting the challenges and sacrifices involved in raising a family. The conversation also touches on the stigma surrounding emotional vulnerability, with the guest expressing his own insecurities and fears related to not feeling good enough. The conversation delves into Williamson's personal insecurities and emotional expression, with a focus on the normalization of crying and emotional vulnerability. The guest shares his experiences with emotional expression, highlighting the importance of being authentic and true to oneself. He emphasizes the need for individuals to fear less and embrace their emotions, challenging societal norms and expectations related to emotional expression.